Yo, what is cooking, everyone? We're here at Pocono Raceway with EMRA going through the student program. We're gonna go through every single stage, the classroom, out on track with the instructor, going through everything that they have to offer to show that it is easy to get out there on track, get racing, to get you to have some fun and to get faster and to show you how to be safe. Let's cook it up.
Let's get signed up. So we're gonna head over to EMRA's website at emraracing.org. Gonna go right over to events upcoming. Right here is your next one. You can see the other ones for the rest of the year. Gonna go ahead and click on that. It's gonna go through all the prices and everything. If you sign up early, get a little bit of a discount. $325 get you out on track. And I do run discount codes that I post to my Instagram page, so make sure you're following to catch those. This is the Eastern Motor Racing Association, or EMRA for short. If you want to be a student, $425 a day. You can do both days if it's a weekend event. Get a little bit of a discount there. This is the one you want to sign up for. Go ahead and hit registration. It's going to pop you on over to Motorsport Reg. If you don't have an account, you just go ahead and sign in. It's free. I'm already logged in. Let's go down. I'm going to tell you the exact same thing. Transponder, you're going to want this if you are in the time trials. If you're just a student, you don't have to worry about it. License, you don't have to worry about that yet. You just go ahead and click a box later on, and you can get that if you're a student. You don't have to worry about any of this. You get this with the student program. Go ahead and check out the rules, everything you need. If you're going to be in the actual race, you're going to need a medical examination form. Keep on scrolling down. You're going to hit register now. Going to pop on over to here. And this is where you're just going to fill out all the information. Students, go over to here, go ahead and give it a click, whatever you're doing there. Boom, gonna put in your car, class, doesn't matter. Go ahead, click agree and all that, and then you're signed in, give them your money, and you're ready to cook it up. I did this, I signed up 2 weeks beforehand, and 4 days before the event, they sent over this email stating how everything's going to go down, when you want to be there, everything you need to get ready. It says important to wear a long sleeve t-shirt and pants or a racing suit. There were people, there were shorts and short sleeves, so I'm not sure how hard they are on it. I'm also not sure if those people ended up wearing a racing suit when they were on track. So definitely make sure you bring an extra one just in case. I know midsummer, that's going to suck, but they want you to be safe out there. So then here's the schedule that they send you. It's going to go through everything, exactly how it's going to happen. And they stuck to this. There was pretty much nothing that slowed us down. And if there is something that slows it down, they have a few spots where there's a little bit of wiggle room in here. And then trophy ceremony was exactly on time. Now, Pocono shut down at 7. So the lady came out and she was pretty aggressive about kicking us out. So they're cut and dry on that 7 o'clock. And then they sent us the track map here. This is the section of the course that we did. Then they sent me the instructor student assignment. It tells us that we'll be paired up. They gave me his email that I've covered up there. Here's everything you need to share with him. And you get to talk with their instructor before the event. 2 days before, they put him with me. That's everything you need to know to start cooking it up on the track.
We are checked in. All you do is go up to the classroom, give them your name, they check you in, tell you what number you are, and now it's time for driver's meeting.
My name is Brad, John, hopefully all met Stacy, Dave, and Jen will be out there doing pictures for us today. We're running south course today. Make a left and there will be an opening in the fence down on the far side. And we will take you out and go around the wall. We're going to line up grid against the top side of the front straight and then release you back down here.
Your time is updated basically on grid.emraracing.org. You guys can scan the QR codes, so you'll know your grid placement. They'll know your grid placement as well. When you pull up, whoever's at the gate is going to tell you your grid number. You'll see cones with numbers on them. Basically, just again against this back. Also, helmet stickers. Make sure any of your download meeting helmet stickers from your previous events are pulled off of your helmet. We do download meetings after every event. It's required. We're basically going to give out our lovely number 7 is going to give out a number 7. That's for your first session. Everybody that's going out for your first session has to have a number 7 on your helmet. After your session, you're going to come over to the tech area in the garage for the download meetings. These don't happen all day, as long as we're all playing fun and fair and having a good time. Typically, it's 1 or 2 of these. Students, you'll be coming back into the classroom for the download sessions. Everybody else is in tech. If you're driving, you want someone to pass on your left, you point way out the window to the left.
So when you see the yellow flag, that means there is something going on track. So black flag, you see this out there, and it is pointed at you, and you think it's not pointed at you. It's definitely pointed at you. So come back.
Plenty of track time. Let's have a great time and lay down some nice time.
Students are staying.
Students stay in the classroom, yep.
8:15 will be in here. You should stay there. Thank you, everybody.
Right, we're at tech. Teched up.
Do you mind just opening the hood, the trunk?
Yes, sir.
Take a look at some stuff.
All my safety equipment's in the passenger seat if you want to see something.
All right, check this out. So you see this little hole here,
Yeah.
right? There should be a cotter pin or some type of tie wire
Okay.
between that, so that, God forbid, for whatever reason, this doesn't lift and it won't pull out, right? So all the clips should have either a cotter pin or some type of tie wire in it. Those are strapped good. Let me just take a look at your helmet and your fire extinguisher. Mind if I open the door?
Yeah, good. I have a Hans in there too.
Let me get you one of the EMRA stickers for the helmet,
All right.
and I'll come back. Yeah, the only thing is just the cotter pins.
Okay.
See what we got up here. If you have some tape, maybe put some over the positive terminal of the battery,
Okay.
right, to protect this. God forbid something happens or this gets loose. You don't want it to short anywhere. But other than this and the cotter pins, everything else is pretty good.
All right.
Might be able to
That sticker and that sticker from Tech. And here's where you gotta go.
Thanks for joining us at Pocono South. And we're going to go over some new student instructor taught information in the classroom. And then your instructors in the car will continue that education, teach you out on the track. We want everyone to learn in a safe manner. We want everyone to go home safe. We want everyone's car to go home safe. Please be communicative. We're here to make sure everyone has a safe, fun time. How many people have never been on track before? A couple of you, okay. First timers, don't focus on being fast. You're going to focus on everything else that will make you safe, make you aware. Speed will come later. You'll be able to pick up flag stations. You'll be able to be spatially aware of where other cars around you. You're going to know where your braking points are. You're going to know where your turning points are. And then all that'll just become second nature. And then you can focus on actually becoming faster, developing more skills that will help you become a better driver. So we're going to talk about safety. Over the course of our 3 sessions today, we're going to talk about the car setup and maintenance, basic and advanced driver techniques, and then driving the line, driving solo, kind of what comes with that.
And then once you give your helmet on, I'll give you this, and you'll kind of tuck it in your ear.
Got it.
On your right side. So put it through the bottom side. Yep, and then just get that right on your ear.
All right.
And then get the microphone pretty close to your mouth. It's got to be closer than you think.
Okay, touching my lips. Yep.
Perfect. You can hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right. So just the 2-minute summary. What's your background?
Been racing for like 7, 8 years now.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Time trials. I did here at Pocono for SCCA,
Okay.
and I got 3rd in my class.
Oh, awesome. All right.
I got 2 championships in autocross, and I do a lot of track days here.
What are you doing?
I'm recording for my YouTube channel, showing me how the student program works.
So we're gonna take it right here and then go straight through that gate.
I've also never raced with EMRA,
Okay.
and I would really like to do door-to-door racing if that's something
Awesome.
you can help me with.
Yeah.
Wearing more expert things.
Yep. Okay. Awesome.
I've only ever had one instructor before with SCDA at Watkins Glen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I also really like, just professional opinions of learning stuff.
Yeah, dude. Well, I will do my best. And then this guy's gonna loop us around. We're gonna go and follow that way. He's just gonna check the wrist straps and stuff here.
Good.
All set. Thank you. Line up. So
So I have fresh brakes on it, track pads, Bilstein coilovers. The rest is pretty much stock.
All right, good deal. Is this a car you've been driving the whole time that you've been doing it?
I've had it for 9 years.
Hell yeah, man. All right, sweet.
Just hit 100,000.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'll give you my background real quick too. I started instructing last year, a little bit mostly this year, so I'm relatively fresh to instructing.
Okay.
Done a bunch of events with EMRA, but recently got joined up with them a couple of years ago. Been driving for 10 or 11 years in HPDs. Haven't done any wheel-to-wheel yet, although my brother's waiting me out of there. We're gonna be doing some champ car with that.
Nice.
It is a little bit slick out here. Just gotta take it easy. Have you done this course yet?
I haven't done this specific layout. I've actually never touched this corner of the track.
Okay.
The time trial that I ran was the first time I did the inside part workout.
So we're gonna do what I normally do. We're gonna wave at the corner stations as we go by. Just quick wave at them, and then it'll just build up our awareness of where they are. So this one's actually an early apex. It's here, so two apex up there, but we're starting to turn 10 feet earlier. So apex rate.
Wow, yeah, you're right.
You see how much you go
Yeah,
up
look at that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. And then this one is more of a later apex, because it's the apex so soon you're beginning to go off. Apex later, and then go to like the end of the game. Keep going. So obviously that was right?
Yeah.
But it puts us up in a better position here to start tackling this one.
Yeah,
we
this
want to
could
back it
really
off.
suck. And there's a huge pothole right before that curve starts. That's the rear tire pressures there.
Yep, so that was the spot where I skidded twice too, yeah.
Oh, alright, well, there you go.
So I know that's slick, and I saw from it too, so especially in the wet season going in, so we'll wait until he goes in. This is a great opportunity where you can take the flyer nice and slow. That one's going pretty good to me.
Yeah.
So just careful with the path. Hugging the wall all the way to the right, and then in right after the Cool. Well, what do you think of the session?
Good warm up. Get back in the zone.
Car handled it just fine, I thought. You did really well. We kind of found out where our little slick spots are out there, where we want to try and improve a little bit. That carousel part, like at the end there that we were working on, that's a tough one, man.
Yeah. First session's done. Instructor was great. It started to get wet out there. I did not dial in my tire pressures where I wanted them, so I didn't want to push too hard. It was definitely a bit slippery out there. I've also never ran this course layout before. Ran a Pocono probably 20 plus times, plus the 3rd place finish at Nationals time trials event. But you know, there's still firsts going on. Learned a lot, some more advanced techniques, work on where I keep my hands, work on my late turn-ins that I know is a habit of mine, and a bit of driving in the wet. So let's keep cooking it up.
So that's one thing, like as you're coming in your braking zone, just start looking left. You're gonna be looking left because you're looking through your turn and looking ahead. You're gonna check the mirrors. You never know who's gonna be behind you. You never know who's gonna be up your butt ready to pass you. So if there's somebody that close, you wanna give a point by. Definition of a turn, an apex, and a track out. So if you're in the middle of a corner and you need the car to rotate just a little bit more, just like smash the gas and lift really quick. That'll help get the car to just scoot a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything in particular that you learned in the classroom session that stuck out, or anything in particular you want to work in here besides, you know, obviously the rain?
Turn-ins.
Yep.
Trail braking. I know.
Okay.
I don't think that's something you can really tell if I'm doing. I try to do it.
I can, obviously I can look at your keys.
We'll put them in sport.
Are they okay?
No, I drive in lots of people.
Alright, cool. I missed it too, my bad. So let's, if you can, go a little bit online. We're good. You can see a red flagger. If it were a black flag that was pointed at you, like we need to come in, but not everybody else, then there's usually a section where it's like a black flag station that wants to come there, talk to you, maybe do something wrong with your car, or you did something wrong, and then they'll say back out and good to go. Okay. In this case, it was a whole session with a black flag showing up. That was wrong.
The last run, I was focusing on driving in the rain, avoiding some puddles, a little bit of hydroplaning, but we had it braking a little too hard in the rain. So the instructor's working with me on how I can avoid that, go a little bit lighter on the brakes, brake a little earlier. Cars were a bit slow out there, which is fine. You know, it's raining, rear-wheel drive cars is pretty hard. We had a red flag out there, so we pulled off. Not sure what that's about. Maybe we'll figure it out, but still learning a lot. Even with all of my experience I've been able to gather in my racing career so far, still learning through this program. It's been going great. Instructor's been going great. Let's keep cooking it up.
As a student, in say like the first 3 weekends that you were running, you're so overwhelmed with data. You're trying to figure out what the car's doing, you're trying to figure out where cars are out on track, you're trying to figure out what line you're driving and braking points and all this and that. And it's just the nature of students. Most of the time, flag stations are kind of one of the last things you think of. So it really helps open the eyes of newer drivers and being like, oh yeah, I need to be checking every flag station, every lap. Anybody learn anything new about their car in the rain that they didn't expect or know before?
Don't brake so hard.
Yep, don't brake so hard. Anybody try and carry speed coming back out of the NASCAR and figure their car wants to do something that it didn't before, or you needed to do something different than you did before to keep the car going?
I don't think you have to do anything, but you're carrying a lot more speed out there. Did you feel the car moving around in the back at all?
Yeah, definitely a little bit.
I didn't say anything because it wasn't.
Slide like ever so slightly.
Yeah, you weren't where you were about ready to countersteer, but I was like, all right.
Everyone did great on the red flag drill, it sounds. Hopefully this kind of opens your eyes to pay more attention to flag stations. They're pretty easily seen here. They're definitely in your face compared to some other tracks where it's just like a pavilion 30 yards off the track that you have to actually look for.
If you ever spin on track, control's going to want to talk to you before you go into where the other guy just bolted.
Yeah.
They're trying to find him.
Okay.
I try to correct my spins.
It's always a good idea.
Yeah. I've only gone off track 2
It's a
times.
Mustang, so it's, you know.
Mustang, yeah.
You can steer those with the gas pedal.
He's driving a 500. He's got all that he can handle on his hands there. So just leaving a little bit of that 2B stone off right there that got kicked out. We don't want you guys.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank
you.
you.
Don't need to run through that. Track's slippery enough.
Yeah.
You don't need any help.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't
we
think
need to do a
it's
safe re-entry here. Are you car still started and everything?
Yep.
Just watching very closely. Let's make sure we can enter. There's a car coming behind us. So let's let him pass and then enter after. And then we need to black flag ourselves. So let's get the arm out. Go in, check the car out.
That's what a cone feels like.
did have a cone, but we chucked it out on the track there.
Got a lot of grass.
Yeah. Good.
Trying to be a Honda Civic out here.
All good, thank you.
Thank you. Just a little too much on full tire.
Yeah, I think so. And especially that turn, that one's just been like the slipperiness everywhere.
I got a clear cone quick too.
Okay, yeah.
So just sit tight a second. Just because we pushed the stones in there, that's not where you were supposed to go. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because you're not really set for that hard right because you're coming out of the turn.
Yeah, tires were too cold. I pushed it too hard.
Yep, that's a tricky turn right there. Even dry, so it's even worse now.
Thank you.
Well, that was an okay session. We got a couple of decent laps in, I thought. You know, we had some clear space, so that was good. We started carrying some more speed through the NASCAR part. That was good. Found some limits.
Yes.
Which, yeah, that's part of it too. So.
My name's Eric Luce. We're here with EMRA today. I'm instructing, and we're having a great day. It's a little bit rainy, but I'm instructing with EMRA for a little over a year and a half now. Been doing track days for 11, 12 years. I drive a Mitsubishi Eclipse 99 all-wheel drive turbo.
So why did you get into EMRA?
Actually, one of my friends started dating one of the organizers here, so it just kind of happened. But they have a lot of good events, and it's turned out, like, I've run with a lot of groups, and EMRA's got a lot of friendly people in it. Like, everybody you meet here is just super nice. They're all having fun. And EMRA's unique, at least from the organizations that I've run with that are mostly HPDE just learning. They also add in the time trial experience, which is really cool. You're coming out here, you're learning how to drive, you're having a great time, but then you also get that friendly competition in it too, and it just kind of makes it that just a little bit more fun. That really, you know, leads to a good time with friends.
Yeah, I can agree. It's definitely been very friendly. I usually race with the SCCA. They're nice too. So put EMRA right on par, if not friendlier, right there with them.
Yeah.
Don't know the competition yet. You know, being the student class, so we're learning a lot from you. You've been a great instructor. Came in, told you where I stood and what I would like to learn, and you've definitely met and passed expectations so far. Moving forward, I think we got 2 more runs. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
at least
1
2,
run?
maybe 3.
That'd be great. So now it's drying up, so we learned some rain, learned some dry, and go from there. So what made you want to be an instructor?
Well, actually, my brother started instructing before I did, and I was kind of hesitant about it. He's like, you know, have you ever had a bad instructor? And I was like, yeah, I have. He's like, do you think you could do better? And I was like, well, yeah, I probably could. So I feel like I've progressed far enough in my own career at this point where I can help pass along that knowledge to people starting out. And you know, you're experienced at this point. You know, you've definitely got some track days under your belt, which is good. But I think, you know, I'm still able to impart some knowledge. And a little bit on the selfish side, I feel like instructing is also going to help me become a better driver. You know, they always say, like, the teaching it is the most advanced.
It's the best way to learn, yeah?
Exactly, yeah. So that's my selfish side of doing it. But yeah, I think it's really fun, you know, talking with you in the car. You actually taught me some things today, you know, which was really good. So it's that back and forth, which is really nice. And yeah, it adds a little bit more to the weekend. Get to enjoy that.
How would you describe the entry level getting into EMRA for what we're doing here today?
EMRA is great for that. They have a bunch of instructors. They have student run groups, so you have dedicated student run groups, which is really great. There are other great organizations too. Some I've ran with, the instruction is not, you wouldn't have a person in the car always. So EMRA's really great.
It's usually not one-to-one, but it seems like we're one-to-one here.
Yeah, they did a really good job at doing that this weekend. So they got that, and then you can, like I said, you can also do the time trial stuff. They have the intermediate, the advanced groups. You can keep working your way up the ranks, and it's just everybody. You go talk to anybody in this paddock. Anybody's willing to help you out, which is awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I believe we're doing a door-to-door race today. Now, is like the student program something you would recommend for someone looking to go into door-to-door?
It's definitely like the entry level. Start in the student group, and you can bring any car you have. You look around this garage, there's daily drivers, people who drive them every day, to full built out, total just race cars, dedicated race cars. So you bring whatever you have to the student group. Literally any car can come out here, as long as you have the right safety equipment. You gotta have the right helmet. You know, if it's a convertible, you gotta have a roll bar, that kind of stuff. Just get some good brake pads, get some good brake fluid, come out and drive, and start that way at the student level. And then by the time you see if you're interested in it, not, you keep progressing. Eventually you get to that race level, and then you gotta have even more safety equipment at that point to race in that level. But it's definitely, you could do the entire progression of your whole driving career just in EMRA. And you can do the time trial stuff where you don't need as much of the safety equipment. It's like the full race wheel-to-wheel group too. So it's got something for everybody in this group.
Very cool. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate the input and looking forward to our next few runs out here.
Me too.
Let's check out some of the cars that showed up for the EMRA event.
Hi, my name is Jake Heeneke. I have a 2009 Volvo C30 that I'm driving here at EMRA, and I'm signed up for the student group.
What made you pick EMRA, and why did you go for the student?
They seem like the easiest to work with for licensing requirements and actually getting out on track. There's the least amount of paperwork and headaches that you have to deal with EMRA. Everything they've done for us so far today has been really smooth, really easy to work with, and they make it easy for us.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely very easy. Everyone seems to be pretty helpful too. Just go over, you can talk to anyone you want. What would you say some things that you're learning today that your instructor really helped you with?
My instructor's really been helping with controlling the understeer of a front-wheel drive car when it's really pushing out and tracking when we're in the infield, about where to hit the curbs correctly, how much to get on the curbs, when to start turning in early, when to late apex. Just really helping me understand my car better, and the track as well, but really helping me understand my car is what the instructors have been really helpful with.
Okay, and you'd say you probably picked up some more confidence now in your car too?
Absolutely, yeah. At the beginning of the day, I wouldn't have felt comfortable taking the speeds into NASCAR, turn one, or out of it that I've been doing the last session.
Yeah, I could agree with that. It gets pretty scary out there. It's about how many balls you have, not how fast your car is.
Exactly, yeah. About having more balls than stupidity too. Fine line to ride there.
So what would you say you got out of the program so far, and what are you looking to do for the next two sessions?
So far, I've gotten a lot of driver education in how to behave on a track and how to be a good driver, in that you're not getting in other people's way, not tripping other people up. And later on, I just want to work more on refining that car control, learning the line better, and just being more comfortable with, a not street environment to be driving the track or the car on, when you could actually go as fast as you want to.
Yeah, pretty safe out here. You know, some people spin out, they bring everyone to a stop, they get you safe out here.
Had that Camaro jump all 4 off the ground.
I'd say EMRA's doing a pretty good job out here, and I'm very happy with the program and how it's been going.
Absolutely.
Transfer under braking. That's what's going to get all that weight onto your drive wheels, but more importantly, onto your training wheels. So whenever you're coming into a corner, all that hard braking is going to put all that weight forward onto the turn wheels. Whenever you're going to make a turn, if you just lift off the brakes, that weight's going to transfer backwards. So if you've ever had an instance where you're hard braking into a turn, start to turn, and just lift off the brakes and things get kind of squirrely, that's probably why. Anybody have a newer car that's got traction control, ABS, stability control, all that fun stuff?
Everything mine out.
Just not there anymore?
Yeah, pulled fuses, but
Okay.
shut all the shit off.
Have you ever driven with it on?
It sucks.
It sucks, okay.
Yeah.
How about yours?
Always.
I turn all of it off. Yeah. If I leave it on, it has no power coming out of turns. Because it needs to spin a little.
Yeah, some of them are smart and some of them are not.
Good, have fun. Thank you.
touching in there?
She was touching the key. To make it go.
White room. No. The qualifying is right now. After my next event is the actual race.
That's the mirror.
Oh, I have to turn that on.
So the track started getting a little bit more slick on the opposite side. It started getting hot now.
Ah. Get to experience all of it.
Yep.
You're gonna be number 10.
Thank you. Now, some people, like anybody in this group, can run a transponder, so we might be 10 just because we don't have a time, because you don't have a transponder. If you plan on doing a lot of these, you can actually just buy your own transponder instead of renting it. So they all work, like as long as it's a MyLapse. So this session, we're just going to be doing the same of what we were doing last session. Focusing on the early apexes when we need to, late apexes when we need to. Braking points, trying to go maybe a little bit deeper. Maybe another like mile an hour or two on the bank. Last session was a lot stickier than this one. It seemed like the surface was starting to get hot, so watch out for that. It's going to feel, again, kind of like rain, but it's because your tires are getting hotter. Okay. And they'll talk to you, right? You'll start hearing them. Anything else you want to work on in particular? Or?
How to create my own line, like when I don't have an instructor, or if I'm just doing something new, or even something like autocross, where it changes all the time.
So the key is always, I mean, obviously you're trying to go the least amount of lap time as possible, right? So the key is always where can you make up the time more. So let's say you've got like an enormous straight here, and then you've got some like squiggles back here. Well, if you corner this turn perfectly, but then it sets you up in a terrible position to take this turn, you come out onto the straight doing, let's say, 30 miles an hour, right? But maybe if you throw away this curve, it sets you up perfect for this one, and you come out here doing 50 miles an hour. So 30 versus 50 miles an hour here, at the end, that's going to equal a lot of time, right? If it's a big straight.
Okay.
So it's about thinking, like, where can I make up the time? So you want to do whatever you can to come into this straight as fast as you can.
And I'm new to the coilovers too.
Do you have like adjustability?
Yeah. I was told just upgrade with the brake.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first, get brake pads, get brake pads. You gotta do that.
Yep.
always want to have like something, some kind of force acting on the car. So when you're going through a turn, you never just want to be like off everything. You want to be kind of pulling through, even if it's 5% gas. You want that little bit of forward momentum acting on it, because then it's more predictable.
Now, what about, how would you use that with trail braking? Or do you pick one or the other?
Well, trail braking is also a form of acting on the car, right? So like, obviously we're not going to be gassing and braking at the same time.
Yeah.
But if you're going in, you're doing the turn entry and you're still trail braking, that's still a force. That's okay. And then as soon as you let off the trail braking, you should be getting back on the gas.
I feel like
but you don't want to just be coasting after that.
I've customized the way I drive more over trail braking than with throttle maintenance, but I can see utilizing that maybe in some cases.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like around the carousel is a really good example. Like you're not going to be trail braking around that entire thing, but you still want some throttle pulling you through. Unless you start getting into left foot braking, and then it's a different story.
I can do that on sim racing, only because I use the flappy pedals.
Yeah, I do it on sim rigs and like with automatic cars, but yeah, translating to real life is different than a stick shift.
Yeah, the first time you left foot brake, you're in the windshield. That was a great run. I learned staying on the throttle through the turn and lift off to do oversteer, which I thought I was doing, but I really wasn't. I pretty much mainly exclusively trail brake. So what he called throttle maintenance lift-off oversteer. It actually worked out pretty good. We're about to watch the actual race that all these guys went through, all these programs, and got their license, and let's check them out. Let's cook it up.
Look
at him. Look at him.
I think I'll get it.
Nah, coming to the straight, BMW still got it. Oh, I don't know. Yikes, he got the draft.
Yeah, Garoonies.
He needs a draft in Miata.
Yeah, that's all he got. Oh, he's right on him. Coming off the straight. Miata going for the inside. No. Yes.
There's BMW that's sitting in front of
Oh, side by side. You got a little squirrely there.
that guy.
Oh, was that contact?
Nah, he hit the curb.
Oh, okay. You got around him. Nice.
I think he purposely slowed up to have somebody to play with because he was like right there by himself.
George is closing. Oh, Miata got past. It only takes one mistake and you're getting
Oh, here
past
we
him.
go. And I think he's slowed up so George can catch up to the other one.
Oh, he's slowing him down.
Yeah, he's going to slow this guy down so George can catch up.
Nice. I like that. It's teamwork.
Maybe not, though. Down to him straight. It ain't gonna
Yeah, that
work out.
350Z got it.
It ain't gonna work out.
Oh, he's moving.
Running out of water.
He's got it. Oh, yeah, they're purposely doing it.
I think you're going to catch him, and the red car's next. Go ahead.
all that with 9 fingers. Slice this one off with a chef knife. DM my Instagram if you want to see the damage. I normally have enough gas, but today I was really pushing it, and that NASCAR turn 1 used up a lot of that gas. And I had an extra run. I usually only get 4 20-minute sessions. With EMRA, I got 4 20-minute and a 25. So it used up a little more gas. I don't think I'm gonna make it home, so we're gonna have to refill up on gas. So we're gonna use a race car gas station. This is what it looks like. Alright, we're not using that. We're gonna use this one. The cheapest one is 98 at 13 a gallon. There's 100 octane for $13.55. Let's say I got 8 gallons and paid 120 bucks. Oh, that's 100. Yep, I don't want 100. So each one was a different. Okay. And hit the button. One was 98, one was 100. Fuel up. Oh, that is a strong pump. Just need enough to get to the next gas station. Holy shit, that was $20 already. Wow. So normally, $20 would fill half my tank. Got a gallon and a half. $20. Yeah, race gas, not great. It was supposed to have 91, but the cheapest race gas is 98. My instructor, Eric, did a really great job teaching me some new tricks out there, how to control, like how to engage a liftoff oversteer with throttle control. Something that I wasn't really doing. I was mainly just doing trail braking, so it's cool to add more tools to the toolbox out there on the track. Trying to watch the corner workers was very huge with him. He passed me to move up to the next class. So no more school, it's just out there on track, solo, no passenger, just cooking it up like we always do it out here.
We'll start with the 50-50. Again, we're 100% volunteer, not for profit, so everything we do, goes back into the pool and helps us out for down payments and everything for next season. So 50-50 today, we have 540 bucks. Second place in ST6 is Matt G with a 106.024. The only man that would ever put Hoosiers on that car.
Just so you know, my lower control, I'm already puked rubber.
I bet.
I guess I put lowers in it.
Yeah. Something else is gonna break after that.
Oh, easy.
There's a lot of grip for that car. Vinny Wong, first place with a 58.442. Fastest time of day. Second place, we have Mr. Eric Luce with a 1 minute 950. That brings us to our race group. So the overall race winner for the day, we have third place, which is Greg Dillamenton.
Let's go, Greg.
Second place is Bessic. I'm gonna butcher your last name, but I'm gonna try. First place racer, we have Mohan. Cool. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Oh, we have one more. So we do. We had a really bad run of awards one year in 2022. So we kind of give these out as a gag at each event until they're completely gone. Number 96 Volvo. The Volvo C30.
Is it
yes.
96?
I am going to call him the Wet Moose Award because he absolutely loved this puddle. I can't Same exact puddle every single time.
And the Fitzilla was a close second place with the I'm gonna almost kill the photographer award. But again, thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Of course.
So, congratulations.